I just need to say as well, right? I want to know if like anybody else has experienced this. So I think it was roughly when I had about 6.5, 7 months. It might have been about like 6.5 though. And like it's so strange. It like basically like comes from nowhere, where you find your partner like really, really attractive. It actually got to the stage where like I'd look at my partner and I was just like, do you know how like really good you look? And he's like, what's wrong with you? And then it was actually quite funny because he'd come in for work one night and he'd says to me that like there's a few people in his work whose partners are pregnant, and he says that he was actually warned by them that when their partners got to like about 6, 7 months that they just started like really fancying their other half. And it's not that I don't like fancy my partner and think he's like really good looking and stuff, but it's not like we would never like do that in a relationship before. But I don't know what it is. It's obviously like the sex drive, everything else is just gone mental. And like every time I seen him, like he just finishes dinner and he's got like the wee dad bod belly, and I'm just like, you look great. Like, oh, it was just like not as much now, like obviously like because I'm nearing the end of like everything that's going on, but it's just so funny. And I'm just like, did anybody else experience this? Is it just me? But obviously, if he's been told by like people in his work, then it's obviously something that happens to them, like the woman when she's pregnant. But I'm just like, you look so good. Or we'd go out shopping and like pick up our like messages, or we'd go out like just like normal shopping, like for clothes and stuff, or like for like baby boy. And I'm just like, do you know how good you look today? Or he'd only have like it wouldn't be like dressed up, and I'm just like, you look so good. Like dropping hints like, do you want to go upstairs for like 5 minutes? Or he'd come out the shower in his boxers, and I'm just like, do you know what you're doing to me? I'm like, you're very lucky that you can't get pregnant whilst you're pregnant, because you looking at me right now is just getting me pregnant again. Oh, it was so like even when we'd like friends round and stuff, and even when they were round, I was like, you need to stop. So I explained to them like what was going on and how I was feeling, and they honestly thought it was hilarious. They were just like, "What?" And I'm like, "If you ever get pregnant, you will go through this phase. If not, I'm the only weirdo who's went through that stage." But yeah, like you'll be doing stuff. It's something else. It is something else. Like, but yeah, is it normal? I'm gonna say it's normal because I don't usually like act like that, or not like I don't feel like that against my partner because he is a good looking guy, but I was literally pestering him like every day about how good he looks. Come lie down with me for 5 minutes, snuggle, like, oh, honestly, it was just, it's mental. Luckily, it's calmed down, so he is like peace and quiet now, but oh boy, that was like a time. And he's so glad that it's finished, and I'm not pestering him like every 2 seconds telling him how good he looks and how much I want him to come and spoon me in bed. So